We're deep into silly season now, aren't we? And depending on where your head's at, you're probably busy trying to keep up with Christmas, or you're avoiding it like the plague because your energy and your mental health just aren't playing ball. Either way, you're not behind, you're not failing, you're not broken, you're just being genuinely human in December. A month with really short days where your body just naturally wants to rest and recuperate. Not run around trying to do 1,000,001 things at the same time like a fucking speed freak. Some people are drowning in the being ready pressure, whilst others couldn't face wrapping a single thing even if you paid them. And both are completely valid. Not everybody's living in a bloody John Lewis advert, are they? And then there's the comparison trap. Everyone online showing off their perfectly decorated houses, their perfectly decorated Christmas tree surrounded by perfect presents, whilst inside they're silently panicking, wondering how they're going to pay their credit card bill in January. Don't bankrupt yourself trying to match a fantasy. If you watch A Christmas Carol, Dickens kind of warns us about it, doesn't he, through the Scrooge character? Although I don't think that was the point he was making when Scrooge says, "What's Christmas but a time for paying bills without any money? A year older but not an hour richer." And these days he's not wrong, is he? I mean, if you've got kids, that's different. You do what you can for them, but don't sacrifice the whole year for a single day. Kids don't notice the price tags, and they tend to latch on to some cheap tat, if we're being honest. Remember when you were a kid? You get the latest toy, but soon the novelty wears off. And for those who won't be doing anything Christmassy at all this year, maybe because you're on your own, maybe because you're too exhausted, working, or maybe just not in the right headspace, that doesn't mean you're being all bah humbug. There's a difference between hating the season and just not having enough energy to perform as everybody else expects you to. And if you're usually drawn to the religious or spiritual aspect of this time of year, whether you're a Christian and you just don't feel like going to church, or even a pagan and you just don't feel like dancing naked around the Yuletide fire, then give it a miss this year. Stay at home. I'm sure whichever god or gods you're into won't punish you if you celebrate the season in a way that your head can handle this year. Do what you can. Skip what you don't want to. But look after your head first as a priority. At this time of year, people have different anchors to help them get through silly season. For me, it's getting out with the dog and going for a walk whilst it's quiet for a few fucking days. A bit like it was during COVID lockdowns. No traffic, no rush, just the sounds of my footsteps and the sounds of nature helping me to reconnect and remember that the rest of it's all bollocks really, isn't it? For some people it's the Christmassy movies. For other people it's Die Hard, which either is or isn't a Christmas movie, depending on how much you want to argue about it. Doesn't matter though, find something that you can switch your head off for an hour or so. But if you are in a really low mood, you know, like George Bailey, he was wrong, wasn't he? And most people are. I know it doesn't always feel like it, but it is a wonderful life because it's the only one we get. So no matter what your situation is, every day throughout December, try and take some time for yourself. Some me time, as they call it. Whether that's 5 minutes or 5 hours doesn't really matter. What is important though is that you're unplugging from the everyday crazy world and taking some time to do something that makes you feel good. Some comedy or something like that, something that's uplifting. So I highly recommend that you don't open your phone and start doing some doom scrolling, because I guarantee one of the first things that you're going to be confronted with is some nonsense from the lunatics that are currently running the world. You're also likely to see extreme posts from people who have a different political opinion to you, because we'll always get shown the extreme versions of these posts. But remember this, not everybody on the right is a goose-stepping Nazi. Not everybody on the left is a Marxist who wants to steal and redistribute whatever wealth you've got. Obviously some of them are, but most people aren't. You probably find that you've got more in common with these people than you realise. So throughout December, why not switch off from all that bollocks? You could always get back into it in January if you really feel the need to. But honestly, why would you want to? And if you found this video to be useful in any way, shape or form, whether it's lifted your spirits or gives you something to think about, I will be doing another one on Christmas Day. It'll be coming out at 8 o'clock. So hit the subscribe button or follow, whatever it is, and the bell alert notification thing so that you are told when it comes out. I just told you what time it's coming out. So as long as you're following my page or channel, then at 8 o'clock on Christmas Day, I will be doing another video.